All right, what is good? What is happening, everybody? It is your boy Carnage, your primitive AK here, back with another video for you guys today. Today we are going to be showcasing the brand new settings for Modern Warfare 2. This is going to be the best settings for controller players, especially since the beta is now live for anyone who has a pre-order on PlayStation or you have a code available. The beta is now live, as you guys can see. I'm currently at the main menu. So if you're at the main menu, to access your settings, you're going to want to hit the Options button. This will take you over to your Social, Home, and Progression tab. You're going to hit R1 roughly 3 times. That'll take you over to settings. Do not hit quick settings. We're going to be showcasing all the settings you guys need to know about this. So first things first, let's get to your controller settings to kick things off here. To access your controller settings, like I said, make sure you hit controller. That'll take you to the first area. Obviously, your aim input device should be on controller by default. Your button layout, this depends on what controller you have. I have a 4-paddle controller, which has paddles on the back, similar to a SCUF controller. I actually use default button layout because the back buttons on the back of my controller handle everything in regards to the extra buttons. However, if you do not have a SCUF, you want to change this over to tactical. That'll help you out so that way you can slide, jump, and do all the extra crazy stuff a lot easier when using that layout. Stick layout, make sure you have that set to default as well. Controller vibration, make sure this is disabled. You do not need controller vibration. Trigger effect, make sure that is set to off. The trigger effect, so that way you get a feel for your weapon every time you use it. This is actually not a good thing if you're a very sweaty player or you want to become a sweaty player. You want to make sure that is off. Horizontal stick and vertical stick sensitivity, this is dependent on what you prefer. I prefer playing on a 6 sensitivity. That is my own personal preference. Ideally, some people do like to play on higher sensitivities. I do bear in mind, if you're a newer player, higher sensitivity will result in more missed shots. So from my personal opinion, lower sensitivity is better. It gives you more control over your aim. ADS sensitivity multiplier, I actually turned this down to about 0.9. I recommend you bring that down just a little bit. You can change this if you'd like. For now, I would just leave this as is. Vertical aim axis, leave this all on standard. Don't change any of that. Aim down sight behavior, make sure that is on hold. Automatic sprint, set this to automatic tactical sprint. Equipment behavior, leave this on hold. When you play Warzone, you'll probably want to leave this on toggle. Weapon mount activation, ADS and melee. Interact behavior, tap to reload. If you're on Warzone, you'll probably change this over to prioritize interact, just so that way that's similar to what contextual tap is. If armor plate behavior, apply all, but that's only for Warzone. Moving on to the advanced tab, we're going to go over to target aim assist. Make sure this is on. Aim assist type. Now here's the thing. There are a few options here, and I need to go through each and every single one of these. I explained what precision and focusing was in previous Call of Duties. However, I need to explain them again so that way you guys understand what these do exactly. If you are a brand new player, you have absolutely no idea what you're doing, and you have no clue how to aim whatsoever on this game, you want to change this to Precision or Black Ops. Black Ops will give you aim assist similar to what the Black Ops Cold War was. If you're very used to that and you're familiar with that, you'll probably want to use Black Ops. If you are a very accurate player, you can hit your shots consistently, or you're a casual player that can consistently hit their shots to a decent extent, you want to leave this on default. The reason for that is because Precision and Black Ops give you very, very strong aim assist. Now, you would think that's a good thing. That's actually not a good thing, because that will drag you off your target more than it actually helps you. So if you're an accurate player, leave this on default. Aim response curve, leave this on standard. You can go linear, but linear is only good if you're a much more accurate player. I prefer to just leave it on standard. There's no point changing any of that. Leave all these settings on default as well. Dead zone behavior. This is dependent on whether or not you have dead zone. If you don't have dead zone, don't touch this setting. Leave it as is. Sprint tactical behavior, leave this on toggle. Automatic move forward, make sure that is set to off as well. Tactical sprint behavior, leave this on double tap. Grounded mantle, leave that on. This is just going to help you out with mantling. Automatic airborne mantle, leave that on partial. Ground mantle off. Interact slide behavior, leave that on standard. Plunging water, move that on movement. Parachute auto deploy. You can actually turn this off if you're jumping from high places. I would probably recommend you turn it off. Sprinting door bash, leave that on. ADS stick swap, leave that off. This is just so that way if you want to change it, instant after zoom, there's no point touching that setting, so just leave it as is. ADS interruption behavior, leave that on interrupt. Weapon mount movement exit on. Weapon mount exit delay set to medium. You can put this on short if you want. It just makes it that way your weapon mounting will be a lot faster. You'll have to play around with this. I haven't experimented with this, but for now, I would recommend you just leave it on medium. Depleted ammo weapon switch on. Quick C4 detonation, leave this on. This allows you to double tap a lot quicker and detonate your C4 quicker. Vehicle camera recenter, short delay, free look for camera initial, scoreboard behavior, set this to toggle. Ping wheel delay set to moderate, and tap danger ping delay set to moderate as well. Moving on, we're going to go over to our graphics settings. On-demand texture streaming set to on. Motion blur, make sure this is off. Weapon motion blur, make sure that is off. Film grain, make sure this is turned down all the way to 0. Depth of field, leave that on. Fidelity cast off. Cast strength on 1. Field of view, make sure this is set to at least 100. I recommend at 100. Personally, I'm going to put this up to about 110. I actually do play this on PC. So PC, I usually play at about 110. Third person field of view, make sure this is set to whatever your field of view on. I would probably set this at to about roughly around 80 or so, maybe even 85. You can go all the way to 90 if you like, but I'm going to leave this on 85. Brightness, this is going to be top fixed once you first boot the game, so depending on your monitor, make sure you guys toggle that. Audio settings, make sure your audio is set to, if you have headphones, leave it on bass boost. You can change any of these if you like. I like to have my subtitles on because it gives me track of what's going on in the game. However, if it's a little bit obstructive, you can leave it off if you prefer that as well. Entirely up to you. Voice chat, leave it on. If you like to trash talk, 100% leave it all on. Interface, menu text size, change it to whatever you like. That's entirely up to you. Most of these are really entirely up to what you prefer. Minimap shape, make sure this is set to square. Minimap rotation, make sure it is on. Horizontal compass, make sure it is set to on. Crosshairs, on. Hit marker visuals, on. Damage-based hit markers, on. Player names, make sure it is set to your full name. Vehicle HUD prompts, fade after 5 seconds. But you don't usually have to change any of these. Connection meter, actually turn this on. This will give you a good indication of what the connection of other players is like in the game, including yours. Tooltips, I would leave these on since everybody's going to be new to the game, including me. And that is pretty much it for your settings, guys. I hope this helped you guys out. Jump in the game. The beta is live. Enjoy it. Let me know if there are any settings that I missed. Obviously, I didn't go through keyboard and mouse because we're not playing keyboard and mouse, so there's no point changing any of that. But hopefully you guys do enjoy this video. Enjoy the beta. Enjoy the game. These settings will more than likely apply when the full game releases, so hopefully you guys did enjoy it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's your boy Carnage with Primitive AK, signing out. We're going to be live streaming on Twitch, guys, twitch.tv/PrimitiveAK. Come stop by and watch some gameplay. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.